The dominant narrative about sex work is that the only reason that anyone would ever debase themselves enough to do this is if they were truly desperate or a literal slave, either to a horrible person or to their own addictions. And there are certainly examples of that in sex work and also every other industry. Violence and exploitation is unfortunately ubiquitous. But there are actually a lot of good reasons why people choose to do this work. Sex work gives people a kind of flexibility that can be really difficult to find in other jobs. This is especially important for parents or people who are trying to balance work with a creative career. Sex work gives people the flexibility to decide when they work. It also creates both a creative and also a sexual outlet that gives people a kind of attention that can be difficult to ask for in other contexts. Many people come to sex work because they feel called to it in the way that people feel called to ministry or comedy or nursing. There's a lot of real care that can be provided within the context of an erotic session. And there's also the draw of being a member of a historically criminalized but definitely cool and well-dressed community. Sex workers have made a lot possible throughout history, and places where sex work occurs have incubated really fantastic creative developments. We wouldn't have jazz music without the brothels of Storyville in New Orleans, Louisiana. And sex workers have created opportunities for artists and entrepreneurs and students to fund their own work and education. There are a lot of really smart people who have done this work for a short or a long period of time. All kinds of people do sex work. And sex work means a lot of things to a lot of people. Sure, there's full service, in person prostitution. There's also a wide variety of fetish or dominatrix or foot fetish. There are content creators, public performers, dancers, and 1,000 things that not even I can think of, even though I spend most of my time thinking about sex workers. So, when anyone tells you what a typical sex worker is, or what always happens, or tries to sell you some sort of story about what's true about the oldest profession, know that the oldest profession has a long, complicated history because all kinds of people have always done this work.